even knows what a situationship is anymore? It's like being able to just exist with someone without the pressure or performing for
Really?
them. And I think
It's not perfect, but it's real.
itu udah start. Okay. Welcome back, listeners. It's your favorite gua, me, Naya, and Abdur. So we're going back here in our special episode, which is Mars versus Venus, and today is very special because we're talking about something that is really complex, but it's not really that complex, though it's something that is really commonly talking about in between.
Yeah.
Last time we kicked things off with life and love, and today we're diving into something a little bit deeper but still super exciting. Love who?
That's right. We're talking about love, relationship, and what it really means to be in love, or even to choose who to love. Sounds simple, right? But trust us, it's not. We're about to find out how different our views on love can be, especially when we think about Mars versus Venus. Trust me, it's complicated. Like, is there even a right way to love in 2025? I mean, we're all just figuring it out.
Right? Love isn't always as sweet as the movies make it seem. It's actually very messy. And actually, as Gen Z, we're all trying to figure out what love even means in the first place. I mean, we grew up with social media constantly throwing relationship goals in our faces, but how many of us actually know what a healthy relationship looks like?
Facts. We'll see these perfect couples, but then we also see everyone calling out situationships and talking stage as if they're the worst thing ever. So, is it bad to be in a situationship, or is that just the new norm or for our generations?
Well, I mean, who even knows what a situationship is anymore? Is it just a thing where you're not really dating, but you kind of act like you are? And do you call it dating, or do you call it getting to know each other? And when do you actually have that? Where is this going? Talk about sounding too desperate? I swear, it's like a never-ending game of mental gymnastics.
Yeah, the mental gymnastics are real, but hey, you know what I think? I think we as Gen Z are just tired of labor and expectations. It's like, can we just chill and five first before anyone starts asking about exclusivity or future plans? Honestly, it feel like people are rushing into relationships because it's what's expected. But is there really what we want?
Indeed, like relationships shouldn't be rushed, but it's like we're all trying to skip the getting to know each other part and just jump straight to the happy ever after. But that's not how it works. We cannot rush through the awkward stages, the mistakes, the figuring out if you're even compatible in the first place. I mean, when do you even know if it's real love?
Yeah, that's the real question. And I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes we we think we're in love, but we're actually just really comfortable with the person. But isn't comfort a type of love? Like, you can just force it, right? But have to let it grow, and sometimes it's gonna look different for different people.
You're totally right. Comfort is a big part of love. It's like being able to just exist with someone without the pressure or performing for them. And I think a lot of people on Venus feel that way. We want emotional depth, that feeling of being understood, that connection. But here's the thing, is that even possible when you're not in a committed relationship yet? And how do you even know when it's time to go from talking to dating?
Oh man, that shift is hard. On Mars, we're all about clarity. If we're vibing with someone, we're like, let's define thing, let's define this thing, you know? But I think Venus has a different approach. It's like, let's take it slow, feel it out, and see if we're actually vibing on all levels. But that let's take it slow thing, sometimes it's not enough to know where the other person stands. and you end up stuck in limbo.
For real, and that's when the dreaded "what are we" conversation comes up. Everyone's scared of it, but I think it's necessary. If you're not on the same page, someone's going to get hurt. And we all know the last thing we need in college is drama, right? Like you've got 5 papers due, 2 exams, and now you're over here trying to figure out your love life.
Yep. So, let's talk about the real thing here. How do we balance being a student, figuring out what we want from a relationship and still holding onto our own sense of identity? I mean, love is supposed to be something that adds to your life, not takes away from it, right? But how do we keep our independence while still giving someone the time and effort they deserve?
That's a true big question. I feel like there's always this fear that if you get too involved with someone, you'll lose yourself in the process. And we've all seen those situations where one person gets completely absorbed in the relationship and forgets their friends, their hobbies, their goals. It's like we're just expected to fall in line with this whole couple thing. But is that realistic when you're also trying to survive midterms?
Exactly. You're trying to balance your social life, your academic life, and your relationships. That's tough. But I think the key is to find someone who supports your independence, someone who wants you to grow with them, not become their entire world. And honestly, sometimes it's okay to step back and focus on your own hustle.
I feel that it's so important to keep your own identity, especially in college where so much is changing. But when you're in a relationship, you also need to have those honest conversations about what you want, not just for the relationship, but for yourself too, of course. Like, what are your goals? What are my goals? How can we make this work while still growing individually?
Yeah, and that's where communication is key. I think a lot of people forget that healthy love isn't about constantly being together. It's about respecting each other's pace, dream, and goals. And honestly, that's the type of love I think we should all be striving for. It's not perfect, but it's real.
You're right. Real love isn't about perfection. It's about respect, balance, and growth. It's about supporting each other through the good and bad, but still making time for your own personal growth. And that's something Gen Z is getting better at. We're learning to define love on our own terms, not just from what we see on social media.
Exactly. So, to wrap things up, what's the one thing you tell people navigating love in this crazy college life?
I'd say let's be honest with yourself first. Know what you want and don't be afraid to communicate it. And if someone isn't on the same page, don't force it. Love should feel easy, not like a constant struggle. Take your time and don't rush with it.
I say don't settle for less than what you deserve. You don't have to be in a relationship just to be in one. Take your time to figure out what makes you happy. Love isn't about finding someone to complete you. It's about finding someone who gets you and supports you.
Yeah, exactly. All right. That's all for today, episode Mars versus Venus. And thank you very much that you guys again and again seeing this episode of podcast. And
Catch you next time. Stay true to yourself, keep it real. And remember, whether you're on Mars, Venus, love is whether you make it.
yeah,
Love
that's right.
is whether you make it.
That's right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Dah.
Kasih kamsahamnida.
감사합니다. 고마워.